Hey, Tails over here, and I recently noticed that my channel has passed 1,000 subscribers. Thank you everybody so much. Unfortunately, I do not have anything special planned, so instead, I'm just gonna read one of my stories from Sontails one-shots, since I, one, haven't done that in a while. Two, I figured I have to do something to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. Now, I know some of y'all may not be too into the Sontails fanship, but this particular story is one that I wrote myself, and it's more about the brotherly relationship. I'm very proud of this particular story. It's called Friendly Competition from my book. I will link it in the description below if you wish to read along. Friendly Competition by Todd Two Tails, also known as me. I will not be doing any voice acting. Sonic and Tails were taking a few days to relax after beating Eggman once again. I got a pocket full of rings, Sonic told Tails one day. Let's hit the arcade, he suggested. This is unusual. Tails was skeptical. What's the occasion, he asked. No occasion. What, I can't play games with my buddy? Sonic teased. Tails blushed at the buddy comment. You can. Let's go. Tails agreed, going ahead of Sonic. Oh no, you're not getting there first, Sonic sped off. Loser buys ice cream. Tails sped off after him with a laugh. Once at the arcade, Tails spotted a few of their friends there. Knuckles, Rouge, Vector, Charmy, Big, Amy, and Cream. He didn't feel the need to greet them, as he just wanted the day to him and Sonic, although he didn't mind a little friendly competition.
Roll credits.
Hey, Ames, Sonic greeted his pink friend. Sonic, Amy shrieked in surprise. Don't scare me like that, she caught her heart. What say you to some 2 versus 2 air hockey, Sonic suggested, looking at Cream and then Tails. Oh, we are going to wreck you, Amy grabbed Cream. Amy, what's going on? Cream asked as she was dragged to Amy's side near Sonic and Tails. We're going to have a little competition. You and me versus Sonic and Tails. Amy sounded pumped. Oh, that sounds fun, as her child companion Cheese floated behind her. The four made their way to the air hockey table. It was a large square capable of hosting 4 players. Sonic put in his rings and the table blew into life. Chow! The cheese carried the puck above the middle point. Chow, chow, chow. Cheese counted down in his language before dropping the puck dead in the center. Chow! He chirped loudly, before all 4 friends made a play for the puck. Cream was first to hit the puck. Tails guarded, passing the puck to Sonic, who then went for Amy's goal. Amy blocked the puck and right back to Sonic, who blocked it to Cream. Cream missed the puck first go, but hit it weakly on the second attempt, making the puck go slowly to the other side. Tails hit it hard at an angle towards Amy. Amy missed it twice, but caught the puck just before it went into the goal. Nice one, Amy complimented, as she wriggled it back into the playing field. This may take a while, Cream noted. Okay, first to 4 points wins, Tails decided. Sounds good to me, Sonic agreed. Chow? Cheese questioned if he should take the puck. No, just stay there, Cream answered her pet, as Amy resumed the game. Amy passed the puck to Cream, who hit it to Tails. Tails hit it back at an angle towards Cream. Cream passed it to Amy, who hit it towards Tails. Tails missed, and Amy and Cream scored. Yes! Cream gave Amy a high five. Not bad, Cream, Amy congratulated. Tails gave a smile. Gotta focus. He placed the puck on the field, passing it to Sonic. Sonic hit it hard towards Amy. Amy's arm went the other way, missing it completely, giving Sonic and Tails a point. Nice, Tails did an arm pump. Way to go, Sonic gave him a high five. The game went on, and soon the score was tied 3-3. Match point, Amy claimed as Cheese hovered with the puck back to center. Chow, 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 chow! Cheese dropped the puck dead in the middle, and Tails hit it first, ending in Cream's territory. Cream passed it to Amy, who passed it back to Cream. This volley kept on for a while in an attempt to confuse Sonic and Tails. But Sonic, the fastest thing alive, could see the puck just fine no matter how fast it moved between Cream and Amy. Amy stopped the volley and hit it towards Tails. Aim left, Sonic shouted before Amy launched the puck. Tails did so and hit it back towards Amy and Cream. Cream smiled, gazing at Tails as if to aim for him, but she hit towards Sonic. Sonic caught the puck under his striker. Nice catch, Tails praised. Sonic hit it directly between Cream and Amy. They both went for it, but it bounced into Amy's domain. She tried to save it, but failed. Sonic and Tails win the final point. The duo celebrated briefly, so as to not look like sore winners. That was fun. Cream smiled, stretching her arms. A very close game, Amy admitted defeat. I have an idea. Tails perked. Cream and I can play DDR. Right. Sonic playing wouldn't be fair. Amy gave a sly look to Sonic as if to tease him. All right. Sonic dodged her gaze. Let's watch some dancing. Tails led the group to the DDR machine. Once there, Tails took the left pad while Cream took the right. They both popped rings into the machine. After a brief calibration, Tails got a feel for the game, as did Cream. Cheese sat on top of the machine between the two, as if officiating. Show that fox your moves, Cream, Amy cheered. Show that rabbit just how fast you are, Sonic cheered. The duo picked their first song, both picking a standard mode difficulty. Their first song, Irresistiblement, set the tone for the rest of the contest. Tails used just his feet, not wanting to cheat. Cream did the same, even though they could both easily use their longer appendages. Cream heard ears and Tails his namesakes. The Sonic took just over a minute and a half. Their scores wouldn't be revealed until the end. They took a moment to recover and selected the next song, Heaven is a 57 Metallic Gray, my personal favorite. The two bounced to the beat before the song began, hitting each arrow. Some were freeze arrows, and the song slowed in tempo a couple of times, really testing their adaptability. They finished a minute and a half later, panting slightly from the dance. Not bad, buddy. Sonic encouraged Tails, giving him some water. Halfway there, Amy gave Cream some water and a quick hug. Cream looked at Tails. Let's save the fastest for the last. She smiled brightly. Agreed. Tails had a song in mind, and for this song, changed the difficulty to light. Author's note. If you're unfamiliar with the rules of DDR, the difficulty is beginner, light, standard, heavy, and non-stop in that order. Light is the second. They picked Look at Us Daddy DJ remix for this song. And stepped along mildly, as they needed a break before the big speed-up song. Tails decided to use his namesakes as a balancing tool. Cream did similarly with their ears against the machine. Alright, on to the final song. Tails smirked evilly, picking Speed over Beethoven. Cream heard the speed of the song before it began. She gathered her courage and her remaining energy. A song? You can do it, Cream, Amy cheered. Don't give up now, Tails. You're near the finish, Sonic cheered. By this point, the duo had attracted a small crowd, including the friends they spotted earlier, some of which took sides. Charmy, Vector, and Big took Cream's side, while Rouge and Knuckles took Tails' side, cheering for them respectively. Tails had to use his namesakes to reach a couple of the out-of-reach steps. Cream used her ears, even though she felt like she didn't need to. Once the song ended, the scores were calculated. Everyone waited with bated breath to see who won. Each song had their individual scores and grade shown, as well as the overall grade and score at the bottom. Tails won the first song, while Cream won the second. They tied on the third, and Tails narrowly won the fourth song. Cream won the overall score and grade. The two were out of breath and exhausted. Still, Tails congratulated Cream on her win with an exhausted, sweaty hug. The onlooking crowd swooned and disappeared. Way to go, you two, Amy praised. I gotta brush up on my skills now, Sonic said facetiously. Let's take a break and munch on some food. Good idea, Sonic's belly growled, helping Tails to the eating area. I think I'll pass on the next event, Cream panted, walking beside Amy. Yeah, you deserve a break, Sonic agreed. Once they ate their fill, they looked for a game that Sonic and Amy could play together. Can't go wrong with some good old skee-ball, Cream suggested. But this won't be competitive, Amy decided, just for fun. Alright, you two want to play as well? Sonic asked Tails and Cream. Sure, it's not too strenuous, Tails agreed. Why not? It's always fun, Cream stepped up. Their games began. everyone using a different tactic to earn points. Sonic went for the 100s, Tails focused on the central 20s, 30s, and 40s. Amy copied Sonic, while Cream just rolled with no general directions. 10 balls later, their games were over. Looks like I got high score, Tails celebrated. If this was a competition, Tails and I would have won. But it's not, so I'll just say that was fun. Sonic smiled, having scored a few 50s and 40s and won 100. I sure had fun. Cream had the lowest score, but she was happy. Now, on to our final event. Amy felt competitive, as their team sat at 1 win and 1 loss each. But what to play? Tails wondered. Sonic cleared his throat. Ever since I was a young boy, I played that silver ball, he sang. Amy knew where this was going and sang along. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. Tails joined the song, but I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. Cream spotted a familiar face. That black and red hedgehog sure plays a mean pinball. She finished the song, while others looked at Cream, confused. She pointed to the pinball tables. It's Mr. Shadow, she smiled. Well, look who the Who brought in, Sonic joked, approaching. I'm a pinball wizard, Shadow claimed. There has to be a twist, Tails smiled and looked surprised. He's a pinball wizard, Sonic continued. Got such a supple wrist, Amy observed. So what brings you here, Mr. Shadow? Cream asked. Wanted to try some sophisticated diversion. This was closest by, Shadow shrugged. Good choice, Shadow. Sonic almost called him by the name that would irritate Shadow. I'll let that slide. Now shush while I concentrate. Shadow played on, while Amy and Sonic took up other machines nearby. Cheese perched on Cream's shoulder and chirped happily next to her. Sonic chose a Medieval Madness table, while Amy chose a Bride of Pimbot table. These tables scored differently, Tails noted. So what we're going to do is play one game, and then you two switch tables, he decided. Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Sonic began his game. Let's do this, Tails. Let's do this. Tails, take notes of our scores. Amy requested as she began her game. Shadow, in the meantime, finished his game, earning the top spot on the high score list for his table. Taxi. Taxi! The table made its signature noise. Tails watched over Sonic's table, while Shadow watched over Amy's table. Cream took a moment to play a short game herself, a table called Funhouse. Cheese cheered Cream on, following the ball with his eyes. Sonic finished his game, earning a number 4 spot on the high score list for his table. Amy finished her game, earning the number 5 spot on her table. Tails and Shadow noted the scores as they switched tables. If it happens you both win a table, the tiebreaker will be whoever has the most tickets, Tails informed, keeping hold of Sonic and his own tickets, while Cream held hers and Amy's tickets. Sonic began his game on the Bride of Pimbot, and Amy began her game of Medieval Madness. Cream began another game on a different table, Black Knight. Once the games were over, Tails and Shadow wrote down the scores. Sonic managed to get number 2 on the high score list, while Amy got number 3. Looks like we're heading to the ticket counter, Tails said, looking at the scores. Sonic won Pimbot, but Amy won Medieval Madness. Yay, we get to see the prizes. I hope there's flowers, or maybe a plushie. Cream squealed excitedly. The group, minus Shadow, made their way to the prize counter and the ticket eater. Once the tickets were counted, it turned out that Sonic and Tails had more tickets than Amy and Cream. Sonic and Tails celebrated their team victory, while Amy and Cream congratulated them with hugs and handshakes. Sonic picked a refrigerator magnet that resembled a chili dog and a few candies for Tails. Tails picked a few plushies, giving them hugs. Amy picked a friendship bracelet, hoping to give it to Sonic on the way out. Cream picked a poster of flowers and a Pusheen plushie. So squishy, she squealed. Once the group was done, they headed outside the arcade. We should do this again sometime, Sonic smiled, holding his prizes. Absolutely. I had a blast, Cream squealed. Next time we'll win, Amy boasted. Anyone for some ice cream? Sonic offered, still having lots of rings left over. Heck yeah, men please, Tails nodded furiously. Sorry, added my own character in there for a second. I can drop these off at our homes, Amy offered, pointing to Sonic and Tails' prizes. Thanks. Sonic loaded his things into Amy's arms, and Tails his things into Cream's arm. We'll meet you there. Sonic left for the ice cream place, with Tails close behind. Alone for a moment, Sonic and Tails shared a hug. You did really well, Tails. I'm proud of you, bro. Aw, Tails blushed. I'm glad you joined in on the fun too, big bro. He purred at Sonic's embrace. The end. That was Friendly Competition, written by me. Thank you all for listening. I hope you all enjoyed. And thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. Now for a small update. There's a reason I haven't been updating too much. I unfortunately lost my Great Wolf job, and I now have 2 part-time jobs, both of which take place on the weekends, and setting up for Elgato gaming captures is really a complex thing now that I've had to redo my whole room. So it's just not really a thing I want to do anymore. But maybe I'll do something like this every so often, like do some reading or do the odd stream. So I appreciate you all's subscriptions, but there's just not really anything I really want to do on this channel, aside from the occasional live stream and like special stuff like this. But either way, thank you all so much, and I hope to talk to you next time. Tails Lover out.